my mom, she instilled in me this kind of idea that like as long as when she was driving, it was like 80% coffee, 20% vodka, it's technically not drinking and driving. So a couple of DUIs and a few years later, like I don't have any place to live. And do you have any idea how hard it is to be homeless with all those fucking trophies? Have you ever tried to put a shelf up in a cardboard box? It's fucking ridiculous. It's just, like I've reached this point in my life, right, where like sex was never something we talked about. You know, like in my household. Okay, we're not gonna get too weird. Just focus with me. But we never really talked about sex. Like my dad's idea, like the sex talk, was like knocking on my door when I was like 11, going, "You okay? You good? I'm missing some magazines. You all right? Okay, good. I'm glad we had this talk." Like that was it. And my mom, she came to me, I'll never forget, like when I was like 13 years old, she goes, very, very open-minded people for who they were. She says, "Look, Al, I don't care who you date. You know, I don't care if they're black, they're white, they're Asian, Hispanic, if it's a man." And all I heard was, "Mom thinks I'm gay." But, you know, and that's the thing. Like for a long time, I only ever dated black women. Anybody here ever dated a black woman? It's a wonderful thing. They're passionate. You gotta get them though in the beginning, because if like, black women will be mean as shit when you walk right up to them. "Hey, how's your day?" "Fuck you." "All right, cool, I just wanted..." So you almost gotta come at them with this like aggressive attitude about it. You know what I mean? Where you just gotta look up and be like, "Could you have adjusted your fucking weave before you left the house?" And what? And then you just, "I'm sorry, I just was intimidated by you and all your beauty," and then she might be cool with it. And then that's the thing about black women though, is like they're mean up front, but they're passionate. You know what I mean? They're passionate. A black woman will stay with you through anything. They're like a white chick, as much as I love them. Sorry to insult all three of you. They'll cut your dick off in the middle of the night and throw it in the field. The black woman, she's gonna stab you up front. At least you know. This is all for him tonight. That's it. But no, I have a brother too. Anybody else have some siblings who did everything right? Yeah, can't stand him. My brother, I love him to death, but I despise him for the fact that like for some reason it just all fucking worked for him. Like he dated Miss America's sister one time. Like he wasn't fucking Miss America, but he was at the same table. You see what I'm saying? And like, he got away with shit that I could never, like he's the guy who like ate mushrooms, went to the mall, and like got away with it. I smoked crack once and go to a Wendy's now. I have a fucking problem, you know? I gotta start taking steps, you know? And if you have a problem with the set, I'll give you my sponsor's number. No, I'm just fucking with you. But you know, it's one of those things, he got away with just all the shit. And like I can't really be mad at him for that. Cause like I always had this stupid idea, like he's very logical. I thought of the ideas of love. Like, has anybody here ever been in love? Like, really believed you in love? Like 16 years old thinking you're in love? Never? She's like, "No, sir." What are you guys doing tonight? That's a brother from another mother? Okay, cool. Fuck it, I thought I was in love once. And it was this girl, Courtney Kirkhoff. Courtney Kirkhoff. You know they fucking affect you when you know the whole name. Like, how many people here, they got that one? Or from my case, like 15. Oh, Ashley Pato, Marcy Flaherty. Fuck those bitches. But they just like, I'll never forget Courtney. I always had this idea that like, I don't know about you guys, but I want life to be like a movie. You know what I mean? Like I showed up to high school and I'm like, this is gonna be like American Pie. It's gonna be fucking great. It's awesome. Like I sit down at the lunch table, first day of school, and I get to sit with the seniors. I'm wearing my cool guy clothes. Like if anybody's ever seen The Faculty, like I wanted to be the dude who like sold drugs and that. Like I wanted to be like Stick now, but like back then, fucking. And I just, like I sit down at the table and they're real woke, inviting, you know. And the guy goes, "Hey man, you haven't said anything since you sat down." And I'm like, "You gotta shut the fuck up since I got here. This is Oz, bitch." Like, and he just gets up. And he takes me in my chair and sets me all the way in the table, all by myself, facing the wall. And so that's when I decided to find a group of cholos who would take care of me through the rest of those times. And anybody here ever make mistakes? Why are you not clapping? That's what I want to fucking know.
Oh, shit.
I'm just kidding. We've all made fucking mistakes. We've all made mistakes. You know, I remember I smoked quite a bit of crack one night. I think we're at a bar, we can talk openly, freely. And I smoked quite a bit of crack one night. And this is why I think the DARE program's bullshit. Because like I remember growing up and in the 90s, they were always like, if you smoke crack, you're gonna suck a dick. And like I smoked crack and like I didn't suck a dick or come up with a punchline for that joke. But, you know, I eventually, like, so most people when they get to their deathbed, they come to this point in their life where like, they look back and they wonder where the crossroads were, you know. And, like I know where mine was. It was my car plowed into the side of an off-duty firefighter at 7:30 on a Sunday morning at Almerton and US 19. I'd been on a 3-day bender, right? And my entire idea was like, this is all gonna work out because we're gonna make it to a strip club with an all-you-can-eat buffet at 7:30 on a Sunday morning. I'm just conversating with y'all at this point. But, you know, and I remember I convinced these 2 girls to go with me and my best friend. And like, you know what's sad if you can convince 2 girls who are willing to go to a strip club at an all-you-can-eat like a buffet with a strip club with a buffet at 7:30 on Sunday morning. We could convince them to that, but I couldn't convince them to fuck me. You know what I mean? It's just sad. And so I ended up pulling out, and it was like God himself stood out in front of me and just stopped the car. And I told the car, and I remember looking over at my buddy. I was like, just go, man, just go. Because like I thought the fucking adventure was still gonna go. Like the mission needed to keep going. And so I went to jail. Here's a little advice about jail, okay? If you're only in there for a weekend, prioritize who you give your pillow to. There's a list of certain things. There's pillow, shampoo, cup, toothpaste, toothbrush. You need slides, but you might need your slides like I did because I didn't have no fucking shoes on. And so, I will never forget going to jail and the dude comes up to me, hey man, get your lunch, man. Don't let him take your lunch from you. Because I got in there about that time. He's like, you want that cookie? And I fucking stuffed that cookie in my mouth. That's my cookie, motherfucker. And I'm like, okay, shit, high school's working out. All right, this is gonna be okay. And like shortly after that, like I eventually hit bottom, right? Or what I thought was bottom. See, I used to think that bottom was like me laying on the sidewalk covered in my own fluids, wondering if God existed. You know what I mean? And now, I just fucking look around and you realize you're fine with everything. You just look at all the bullshit and you just go, oh, this is all okay. And that's when you know you've really hit fucking bottom. It's the mediocre shit when you're looking around and you're like, oh look, it's another fresh market, Trader Joe's. And why the fuck is everything all fresh and organic, cold pressed? You know what I mean? I look at Fresh Market, it says the Fresh Market. Market. Or is it supermarket? Or is it supermarket, market fresh, fresh market, super? Like, why is that? That's the farthest my thought has to go these days. That's just how it gets wired down. It's like, what is actually important? I saw organic grape drink. There's nothing organic in grape drink. You mean to tell me that like Flacco's out in the field going, I pick this for my family? Like, no, there's fucking nothing organic in grape drink.
Flacco.
You know? I can't stand it. You read the shit, it's the same shit as in the other stuff. But you slap organic and all of a sudden you get fucking hipsters and like rich white folk go ahead and buy it, you know? I used to snort a bit of meth from time to time. This is more like a reverse intervention than like a comedy show. But I used to snort a bit of meth from time to time, just a little bit. Side note, Breaking Bad, you're not gonna go on like a cool adventure and get to like kill a gangster at the end. It's more like you drink too much Four Loko and then you get like almost blackout drunk. My favorite point was when I would get to that point where like, fucking, you can't move. There's no real motor functions, right? Where you just, cigarette, it's like the only things you can fucking say. And all of a sudden I get a little bag of something, do a little bump, and you're back to it. Or you think you are. But this is unprofessional. Fucking, so, you know, we never really talked about sex in my family. So we like my relationships have been, I can go pretty dirty, right? Yeah. My relationships have been rather chaotic and sporadic. For a while, I only dated older women. I think that's a mother issue, and I like to find women with solid father issues so that we can just make one big fucked up family. And but I was dating this woman one time. She was older than me, and it wasn't that it was bad. It's just that like she wouldn't. It was a non-sexually reciprocating relationship. And what I mean by that is, I was allowed to go down, and then she would go to sleep. And that's all I ever got from it. And the worst part about that relationship is she would tell people, or tell me, hey, don't tell anybody we're together. So I had to live with that, and I'm walking around like I felt like a bitch. Like I felt used for the first time. Like I now understand the female struggle in life. You know, and I never forget, the only time she ever gave me a blowjob, she's going down on me, and I was 19, she was 26, and I made the arrogant mistake of watching too much porn and going, yeah, suck that dick, bitch. And she goes, and I'm over it. And just gets up and walks away, and I'm just following her around with this thing. I'm like, what am I supposed to do with this? She's like, it's not like it was gonna do anything anyway. Yeah, I know. So we're cleaning out this house. We're helping a friend of ours move, and her friend pulls out this big black Mandingo dildo that she got as a gag gift, right? And then she's like, does anybody want this? And of course, fucking Brooke fucking raises her hand. I want it, I'll take it. And I'm like, you're not gonna use that on me again. It's a shitty joke. I know, it's just stupid. It's weird, you know, I was trying to think of the fucking, man, I was trying to think of like what's weird, dirty stuff. Like what's the dumbest thing you could say to people? We're gonna go fart jokes for like 30 seconds. But like, I was thinking of the dirtiest things you could say to somebody or like to each other. And I think one of them is like, if you ever want to make a heckler really uncomfortable, look right at him and just go, I want to finger bang your fart box. She's the only one that matters to me right now in this fucking thing. Why don't you go ahead and fart the poop off my dick? Like, fuck. I just want to see if she spits out. But it's just been nothing but like, it's been fucking just shitty relationships, man. It's been one after the other, just oddball, fucked up Tinder relationships. By the way, never trust a woman online that you meet who lets you stick a thumb in her ass before she tells you her last name. Because then she'll say shit like, you'll wake up in the morning and she's staring at you. Hey, I've just been watching you sleep for hours. You have a lot of guns in here. That had nothing to do with it. But fucking, it's just been one bad relationship after another. And it's kind of led me to this point, and don't judge me harder than fucking Stick probably already has. But I need to stop sleeping with other people's wives. Now what I mean by that, stick with me. There's like 30 seconds left. What I mean by that is I need to stop sleeping with women who hate their husbands so much that they're willing to sleep with me. And the worst part about all of it is like most of them are my mom's age. But they don't tell me until we're already in the act, and you can't like unshuck the oyster. You know what I mean? Like you're not gonna have one bite of the banana split. And so, yay, fucking, you know, and that's the thing about it. And like, the worst part of it all is like, even if she doesn't have an orgasm, I still get a participation ribbon for coming.
Great call.
Thank you. That's my time, ladies and gentlemen.
Give it up for Alan Cannon, everybody. Oh, it was wonderful. All right, coming up next, we have Melissa Nicholas, everybody. She is a funny little lady. She's bringing a stool. She's gonna Bill Cosby this set right here.
I guess I'm a little lady. Get off the stage. What do you just go? Bye. So that was like a really cute way to start the show. Yeah, I'm not feeling good, so I'm gonna sit and talk to you guys because you're not doing anything except leaving the room. That's cool. So, I'm just gonna go into the jokes because you guys know I'm gonna tell jokes. I'm just gonna start telling the jokes. It's really good that being like a bigger lady or like a thick girl is like cool now because this shit was not cool in 8th grade at all. Like, I'm glad it's going on uphill, you know, or yeah, whatever, fuck it. So I'm glad that's happening. Like, thank Queen Nikki for that. But there's a lot of like struggles in it other than just like being fat, and I think one of them is like you can't really reach all the places to shave. I'm not a fucking crazy woman. I'm not gonna like try and shave every part of my leg. Like, I don't think anybody does that. Right, ladies? You know, you guys? And shout out. Right? You don't know for sure. No. Stop.
Girls.
Oh, okay. Do you guys want to talk? Do you guys want to just come up here and get the mic? Okay, cool. What are you doing? Anyway, and like I was noticing, like I was in the bathtub the other day and I arched my leg up and I saw like this part of my leg and I was like, why is there a man in my bathtub? And it was just me being a feminist hero, and it was really weird. And I was like thinking, like, honestly, it doesn't bother me that much because I feel like if you can see this part of my leg, you're seconds away from suffocating easily. Like, there was a terrible accident and you are minutes away from dying, and I don't care what you see. I'm not worried about it. It's not a big problem of mine. But I don't know. I'm really liking comedy. It's something that's, you know, fun to do. Like, it's kind of filling up my weeks right now, and I'm having a lot of fun. But I'm actually really young. I'm 18 years old, which is hard because I'm at bars all the time, and it's no fun to just not drink and not do anything fun when people are having a good time. And a lot of guys will like ask me, like, if I want them to buy me a drink. Like, I mean, if you weren't 18, I would buy you a drink. And I'm like, I mean, I would fuck you, but I don't want to. Like, let's stop talking about things we refuse to do. Like, it's not gonna get anybody anywhere. I'm gonna grab this because I can't read it. More jokes. Let's do it. I don't know why Panda Express exists. Because it's just shittier version of something you can find all over the country. Like, I think the only reason it exists is for those white people that don't want to deal with the culture shock of handing their money to a non-white human being. Like, I don't want to talk to some like old Chinese lady that like has a life. Like, I want to talk to like one of me. It's like, hi, how can I help you? Like, I don't want to deal with anybody that doesn't look exactly like my dumb face. So I'm gonna read these jokes. This is a weird light. Oh, okay.